Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the 1-day chart. We're sitting here just above 58 cents. Honestly, I thought we were going to pump much higher based on the Fed cutting interest rates. That happened right here. We literally jumped up like 2 cents. I think a lot of other people also expected other cryptocurrencies to pump much higher as well. But on all the other channels, I'm sure people are like, do you know how bullish this is for crypto? Buckle up because it's go time. But I'm going to give you the facts on this rate cut because I see a couple different narratives. First off, I think the Fed cut rates most likely because politicians were weighing on him, saying, come on, it's an election year. You got to cut interest rates. But I don't think anything has really changed. In fact, you can expect more inflation because of this now. And a lot of people in crypto, a lot of XRP investors are fighting off inflation, living paycheck to paycheck, just trying to get by until this market turns around so they could get some sort of financial freedom. The good news is, if we are going to slip into a recession, I also think that crypto will skyrocket first. And I'll explain that as well in this video. But if inflation is going higher, some people might even sell off some of their crypto just to get by. You know, honestly, over the past 2 years, I thought a lot more money and a lot more investors would be in the crypto space at this time in 2024. But I even think inflation kept a lot of people from investing in crypto. You know, people don't really have the money to invest when they're paying high prices for food, for gas, for basic necessities, rent, and their mortgage also. I think we would be in a much different market if it wasn't for inflation, is what I'm saying. U.S. Federal Reserve cuts interest rates by 50 BPS. First interest rate cut in 4 years. And Zoom says, get your popcorn ready, because the last 2 times the Fed has made a 50-point rate cut, it has been followed by a recession. Interestingly, on September 18th, 2007, the Fed also cut by 50 BPS. We all know what happened in 2008. I'll talk more about that as we go forward, but I honestly think we are going into a recession. Yes, 2024 is poised to be a landmark year for virtual assets. One of the reasons, declining interest rates brings liquidity back to risk-on assets, benefiting crypto, one step at a time. And of course, this does benefit crypto because every time the Fed cuts rates, crypto rises. I showed you that in a video just the other day. But here's 2007 and 2024 side by side. Fed cut rates. We went into the crisis of 2008. Is that what's going to happen again? And honestly, I think the crash this time around will be far worse than 2008. What I would expect to see is no bank bailouts. In fact, we would most likely witness bail-ins instead. But you know, they could fix this. They know it's coming. And all they have to do is use something that can provide on-demand liquidity. Something like XRP. But I honestly think they've been waiting for this moment. They're going to let it fall apart so they can bring out the new financial system. Everything is coinciding perfectly right now for us to push into the digital age. But you see, when the crash happened, I expect by then this would happen in 2025, and it would start by the end of this year. But if this was to happen in 2025, most likely we would already be deep in alt season. Crypto would be skyrocketing as everything is collapsing out. So what I'm telling you is this. We know higher inflation's coming, but if you can hold on to your assets, to your XRP through what's coming, you will definitely get financial freedom. Anybody that's looking to get into real estate most likely would be buying the bottom sometime at the end or beginning of 2025 into 2026. And that would be the time to cash out your XRP or possibly cash out other crypto if you're planning to get into real estate. They say history doesn't repeat. It's time to break the cycle. It's time to update the system. This comes from Coinbase. They're also pointing out what happened in 2007. I think some people realize what's about to happen and other people are downplaying what's about to happen because you have all these people that don't really understand the economy and where we're going to go from here saying, oh my God, this is it. This is that moment. While smarter people out there know what this is leading into. And honestly, I still think the Fed cut rates because politicians were pressuring him to do it. Taking advantage of the market's big reset. What is the big reset? Simply put, the big reset refers to the recovery phase that follows a prolonged period of sideways or negative price performance across various asset classes. This document from Citibank explains exactly that and highlights why it's crucial for all investors not to miss this opportunity. In past cycles, it was clear when to invest again, typically when there was blood in the streets, during all-time lows, recessions, etc. But not this time. This time the reset is happening without a recession. So why is Citi saying that? Because Citi wants to make you feel comfortable. Oh, don't worry, nothing's going to happen from here. Make sure you get invested. This is what I'm going to tell you. A big reset is coming. We are absolutely going to see XRP have a fantastic run up, but you're also going to be fighting inflation at the same time. Then the crash is going to happen next. You have to hold through it, because if you don't, you are going to miss out on the greatest opportunity in your lifetime. When everything's crashing down, XRP will rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Starting late 2024, crypto will finally be measured at their fair market value. Now, I mentioned this in a video a couple days ago, and people said, where are you getting this information from? So you see, new accounting rules make it more palatable for companies to allocate a portion of their treasuries to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. In September 2023, the Financial Accounting Standards Board voted to approve new accounting standards for companies holding crypto assets. Because of crypto's unique volatility, the previous rules governing cryptocurrency accounting were inadequate. Every time a crypto's assets price fell below historical cost, the market value when acquired by the company, the amount on a company's books was considered an impairment or permanent loss. Now crypto assets can be measured at their fair market value starting in late 2024. So what's going to happen is this new fair market accounting is going to reduce the volatility in the market. Now, I think it's going to raise the value of utility-driven cryptocurrencies because they have actual value. But this can lower Bitcoin's value. It could also take value away from Bitcoin because they know most of the value inside of Bitcoin is propped up by Tether, which has no real actual value. I'm waiting to see what happens with this, because this could play a very big factor on a cryptocurrency like XRP. And if you could borrow against crypto because of this, because it's sitting on your balance sheet, this is going to be game changing for enterprise going forward and institutional adoption. This is how Ripple is taking over Australia's payment system through integrations into Apple Pay and Google Pay for cross-border payments. Take a listen.
This week, the company announced a partnership with Ripple. Tell us a bit more about that.
Ripple really is a very innovative global network. Its cryptocurrency or digital asset is called XRP, and it is the third largest of the cryptocurrencies, with actually a market cap, I think, at the moment of about US 27 billion. But our work with Ripple is around cross-border payments and integrating into their network, which has about 300 banks and financial services companies that use the Ripple network for very fast, accurate transactions, cross-border payments. So from Novartis's point of view, we can be a major partner of Ripple's in Australia for both sending funds from Australia to, well, initially Southeast Asia, but then globally, and on the near-term roadmap for bringing funds into Australia and settling out through the new payments platform for instant payments. So
you see, as they're pushing towards instant payments, they always want to be tied in with Ripple. This also shows you how Ripple is going to be tied in with Australia's CBDC, that AUDD coin. But I wanted to play it coming from Navati instead of me explaining it to you, because you see how they look at Ripple. And that's how I know, as we push into the future, bank after bank is going to be onboarding into RippleNet technology and utilizing XRP. It's going to start with RLUSD. That's going to be the door opener at the banks. Ripple partner Tranglo is expanding service to Brunei. The workforce has many migrant laborers from nearby countries. Interesting to see the 8 supportive banks, including, and I can't even say the names of these banks, but Tranglo is out there expanding again. And it's always around remittances. That's how you know they're going after banking the unbanked. And Tranglo uses RippleNet and XRP. All the connections are still being made. And so this massive network can eventually go live like a flip of the switch moment. I think we are getting very close to that happening. It's closer than most people think. SWIFT looking to integrate CBDCs and digital assets into global banking system. You know, whenever people say, oh, they're never going to use crypto for this, they're always going to come up with something else. But SWIFT is telling you they're going to use crypto tokens within its existing infrastructure, because SWIFT is most likely also going to be utilizing XRP. They're already partnering up with Ripple to utilize RippleNet technology as well. But it always goes beyond just Ripple. You know, XRP is a unique cryptocurrency. It's built to move value from one country to another. There will never be another alternative to XRP. But what I wanted to tell you in today's video is that it's going to get rough before it gets better. But you gotta keep your crypto. It's your only way to avoid what's coming next. It's the only way you're going to get rich when everything comes crashing down. And I'm telling you, people will only tell you one side of this. You can expect higher inflation soon to come because of the Fed cutting rates. And we're going to have to see what happens next. It's going to be, are we going into a recession? That's going to be all the talk in the coming days. Even all over the mainstream media news, because they already know it's coming. But you gotta make it through it. I want to get rich with all of you. And we are going to see this market play out no matter what. And I think everything's going to start to change from here going forward as far as the price of XRP. I'm still expecting some major announcement to come out, whether it be Ripple's new stablecoin going live or something even bigger that's really going to send the crypto space. But until it happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.